Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's live stream, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Guys, as you can read there in the title, yes, I know, we have got a bit of information with regards to Luis Diaz. It's not from crap sources, as I like to say. I know you see a lot of BS out there on YouTube, but if you are new here to LFC News, we only use the best sources. We only listen to the best sources when bringing you transfer news. Look, ahead of the summer transfer window, there is going to be a lot of links, let's be perfectly honest, with incomings and outgoings. And as stated here on this channel, we only listen to the reputable source. And we've got an update with regards to Luis Diaz regarding all this speculation that he can go to Barcelona this summer. You may have seen articles this week saying that Barcelona are wanting him and are interested in him ahead of the summer transfer window. But David Ornstein, again, like I like to say, along with Paul Joyce, are the most reputable journalists when it comes to sort of transfer news within the Liverpool space, and he's provided an update this afternoon with regards to Luis Diaz. Not only Luis Diaz, but he's also provided an update with regards to the three: Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Mohamed Salah, which we'll be discussing in today's live stream, whilst also going over a shock candidate that Liverpool are potentially interested in this summer. Yes, quite a lot of interesting news in this video, but we'll discuss it. But before we can, please do smash the old like button. It really does help out. And of course, get down there in the comment section. For those of you that don't already know, the transfer window is set to open on June 14th. And as stated, it is going to be a very interesting one with a lot of speculation just due to the current turnover at this moment in time at the football club. And as stated, in the build up to it, as stated, we've got a brand new manager and all those kind of things. Now, the next target for us as a club is to try and tie down the players that we want for the long-term future. Those being Trent Alexander-Arnold, those being Mohamed Salah, those being Virgil van Dijk. And David Ornstein, as stated, has provided an update. He said, Liverpool prefer to retain all three: Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mo Salah. But there are many considerations at this moment in time on both sides before we do get to an outcome, so could take a while. Liverpool do not want them to enter the final 12 months of their contract, but that is possible for all three of them. So David Ornstein stating that Liverpool do intend and do want to discuss the contracts of Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Mo Salah, but to get to that point, we may not, that may never be concluded, and all three of them could go into the final 12 months of their contract, which is what Liverpool want to avoid, but there's no saying that all three of them will be sticking around. Should that, I'm reading in between the lines here, should Liverpool not be able to come up with some sort of agreement in this summer transfer window or ahead of the summer transfer window, they will likely allow them to go. They do not want those players leaving on free transfers. And to be perfectly honest with you, you can't be having Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold into the final 12 months of their contract. Absolutely no chance. That is bad business, and that's something that we should not be doing going into this transfer window. But David Ornstein has stated that Liverpool prefer to retain all three of their services, but there are many considerations on both sides at this moment in time before we establish an outcome. Liverpool don't want them to enter the final 12 months of their contract, but that is entirely possible. Guys, who is the priority out of those three? Just let me know a name down there in the live chat. And if you're watching on a replay, who is the priority to get a contract out of those three? Put it in 1, 2, 3 order. Now, moving on to another player, guys, and he's an ex-Evertonian. So, this one is from David Ornstein again today. He said, Liverpool really like Anthony Gordon, but aren't expected to pursue him this summer because Newcastle have no intentions of letting him go. Look, it's a bit of a random one. They just said, David Ornstein said, it's not transfer news with regards to incomings, but he stated that Liverpool really like Anthony Gordon and but aren't expected to pursue him this summer because Newcastle have no intentions of letting him go. As stated, that comes from David Ornstein. Now, moving on to the main story and why you're all here, guys. This is David Ornstein again providing an update with regards to Luis Diaz. Over the last couple of weeks, there has been a lot of talk with regards to Luis Diaz and if he can go, will he stay, all these kind of things. things. And David Ornstein has stated, despite speculation in the media over the last couple of weeks, Liverpool are not wanting, I quote there again, are not wanting to sell Luis Diaz. He is currently 27 and is under contract until 2027. Liverpool view the player as an important player going forward into the summer, into the seasons and seasons beyond. And at this moment in time, it does look more likely that a contract offer will be put on the table for Luis Diaz rather than him being sold. Obviously, that's coming from Mr. Ornstein today, stating that Liverpool are not looking to sell Luis Diaz despite speculation. He is currently under contract until 2027 and is a really important member of their squad. So there you go. It doesn't look like Luis Diaz will be leaving in this summer transfer window. Now, for those of you mentioning Crescencio Somerville, again, into the lead up to the transfer window, there has been a lot of talk with regards to who we could potentially be signing. There has been a couple of players, there's been a couple of names that have been monitored. And in the early part, due to maybe him being Dutch and all those kind of things, Crescencio Somerville has been an apparent target, an apparent name that we have potentially been linked to going into this summer transfer window. We have got an update from Craig Hope, and he states that Somerville has been watched by Chelsea, Aston Villa, Newcastle and Liverpool in recent months, and he would command a fee in excess of £30 million. So make of that what you will. Crescencio Somerville is being watched by Liverpool, but at this moment in time there is nothing to suggest that we are currently going in for him in this summer transfer window. So we've covered a lot of ground today. David Ornstein's brought out a lot of stuff with regards to different things, but just to kind of conclude and round it up, he basically stated that Liverpool do want to keep Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Salah, and contract talks will happen over the summer, but there are considerations on both sides and they will not let them go into the final 12 months of their contract. So they either sign the deal or they're off skis in the summer transfer window, which I do think is smart. And I have a weird feeling that one of them at least isn't going to be signing a new deal. Look, that's coming from nowhere. That's just a guess from my side. That's just me guessing as a supporter that I don't think all three of them will sign a new deal. So we'll have to wait and find out who that's going to be. Ornstein also confirmed Liverpool that really like Anthony Gordon but aren't expected to pursue him this summer because Newcastle currently have no intentions of letting him go. And then finally, Liverpool are not looking to sell Luis Diaz. He is under contract until 2027 and Liverpool view him as a very important player going forward. So it doesn't look like Diaz is going to be leaving, but we have covered a lot of ground this afternoon, and that kind of is it. The Premier League transfer window, ladies and gentlemen, does open up on June 4th, and we're going to be in for a very busy one. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, guys, then make sure you do. We're going to keep you up to date with all the reputable journalists in the Liverpool space. As stated, we're not going to be bringing you crap from the Sun, crap from the freaking Daily Record or the Daily Mirror or whatever these rubbish things are from. We're only going to be bringing you stuff from proper journalists, so do make sure you do subscribe and keep up to date. We'll keep you on the straight and narrow with this transfer window. But guys, yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I might see you later for another update. Take care, look after yourselves, peace.